I'm assuming you ended up getting out of work on time.
Now streaming.
Yeah.
So hello everyone. Worshipful Brother Ken here. Behind me, you can see right Worshipful Brother George, Worshipful Brother Joe, attempting to construct a new panel table for podcast headquarters.
Thank you to our Discord and Patreon for supporting us that we are able to do stuff like this.
We couldn't do it without you guys, and we do thank you for your support. So we're going to give you a little sneak peek into what goes into slap-shoddy construction by actual masons. Speculative, not operative masons.
This is why we can't take over the world.
Yeah, so let's see what happens here. I'm going to have to help these guys because
Funny thing,
somebody's going to hurt
was
themselves.
Actually employed as a carpenter for about 5 or 6 years.
Must be you, because you dressed as Jesus.
I wasn't.
He was a carpenter.
I did all kinds of construction.
Okay, so now we got to put the screws in the bottom side for these nailers.
It's already done, bitch.
It is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're slacking because you're over there playing.
Look at that.
Yeah, now I just
Whittling around.
quickly little fall.
Look at that. I don't supervise you guys for 5 minutes and you manage not to screw something up.
Yeah. Pinch us when it goes down.
Ready?
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's so much blood.
How much do you guys love that drill
The
set?
Step Brothers when they're building the bed.
Oh, Dad, come quick. There's so much blood.
That ain't going nowhere. Look at that. Nice and sturdy.
Then once you put the cedar on,
Yeah, the cedar.
that's gonna really.
So, first thing, let's put the corian on top.
Before you.
Yeah, because we need to know how to go, how far to go with the cedar.
This shit is no joke.
Ready?
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, no, this is no joke.
Yeah,
I can't sing. They'll mute us.
Yeah.
It's gonna go a little 9-inch nails.
I know it's going to be hard to. Wow, look at that.
That's what she said.
Dude, look at that.
It's about 2 inches under. So we shave
Under?
it. I'm joking.
Oh,
No, it's
I
fucking
could give
perfect.
you. I could give you like a 1/4 of an inch over here if you needed it.
So on top, we're using a piece of corian, which Right Worshipful Brother George found on the side of the road. I don't know.
It fell off the truck.
But it actually looks pretty nice. We'll polish it up a little bit and we'll take a photo of it or
All right,
add
so
it to the stream. It's
I do have
really
to say,
classy. Quite
point
classy.
out something.
What?
This end's kind of going this way, and that end's kind of going that way.
You talking about the corian on top or the wood?
No, I'm talking about
The
the
framing?
structure.
Uh-oh.
Come left.
Well, once we tie it all in with the cedar.
We keep saying that, but there's only so much you can. Oh.
Once
Yeah.
we tie it in with the cedar,
Okay.
it'll all pull it tight.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Once
if
we
not,
make it actually structurally stable.
So when we start,
and if
putting
not,
cedar
folks,
on,
you're just gonna have a
turn-
podcast with 3 masons with broken legs.
Look at this. Look at this.
But
Look at
as of
this.
right now, we need
Huh?
a chair. So I had a bead on another set of chairs
That's all we need, a surface to
But the guy
put things
sold
on. That's it.
before I got to them.
This is pretty much a beer counter, actually.
It's a beer counter.
It's a beer counter.
It's a bar when not being used as a podcast.
Exactly.
Something like whatever the hell you call it. All right. So how many listeners have we lost? Let's see. PSK Auto says, literally about to walk in to do my first degree. Congratulations. Congrats, congrats, congrats. Let us know how it goes.
You're gonna lean on that edge.
We'd love to hear about your experience.
Yeah.
Good old brother Josh Mantello. Are we going to see Limbs Lost live on YouTube?
Thank you, Lee. I didn't realize it.
Thank you. Mucho gracias.
You need a better belt when you carry? Oh, is your piece like sagging your plumber's
It was
crack down
coming
a
up.
little
It was
bit?
coming
Yeah,
up
that
as I was
happens.
flipping counters today. So basically,
Hey Josh, how you doing?
Hey.
I'm standing right now.
Just doing some construction work.
Standing.
That's yeah. So it's George's head height. It's perfect. We're gonna get him a booster seat.
Baki! This is actually pretty good. All right, I guess we'll do the.
We gotta take the corian off and we gotta tie it all
No!
together.
Why is we taking the cording off?
Because
we
it's
want
gonna sag one way or the other when you're trying to.
No, but I'm
screw in
saying
your
we want
nails.
the cedar
There's gonna be inlay.
to go. It's inlay, so we want to leave the corian on.
Yeah, we just need
Shouldn't
to-
it already match up and be flush so you don't need the corian on? If you did it right, the corian will just drop in. Problem is here. When
Did
you
we
screw
do it right though?
Yeah,
Did
when
we
you
do it
screw
right?
it together like this and it's sagging one way or the other, then it's going to stay sagging one way or the other.
All right. Whatever you want to do. You're the
Wait,
boss.
so how is it going to try? How did we do this
Listen, you're wearing the structural engineer
This
jacket.
ain't no
I
fucking
want to
democracy.
understand how
You're
we
the
did this
dictator.
right
here.
so that magically is going to be the right distance to the top of the core.
Come on, say what?
Oh, we just measure the height of the corian, and then when you put your cedar on.
Quarters.
Oh, I see what you're saying. We might have to cut some lengthwise so that the height in total of all the cedar matches up to right here. Yes.
Correct.
So I would start with a full-size piece and make your cuts on the bottom.
Yep.
C.
Nobody's going to see that.
I would agree.
C.
Look at that. Look at that. Mason's agreeing on things. It's all going to descend into freaking chaos in a minute, though.
We can work and agree.
Yeah. Who best can work?
Here's the problem.
Who best agrees?
Cedar.
Is that the perfect length? No, it's short.
Short. So we're gonna have to cut it at odd lengths and stuff. But keep that.
Put it on lengths, don't we need another,
Nailers.
I love how we got background music from the barber shop across the street. I'm sure we'll get muted for that too. Copyright infringement.
So yeah, you're not going to be able to stagger it without more nailings.
Oh, I mean, you could. You could only just screw it in on one side. Oh no, because that thing's going to be hanging, and that's a lot of weight.
Not really.
Well, it's a lot of physics, right? It's like going to be a lever arm. And should be okay, but I mean, the point is to like tie everything together, which it ain't if you're doing
Right.
that. So is that our longest piece of cedar? The one that you got? Or
All of them are going to be.
All of them are going to be short. Well, that was a miscalculation. Well, you wanted it this width too, so
That was a little longer.
Not long enough.
we'll find out. Hey, if it reaches the 2x4, that's good enough. Or the 2x3, because we're using 2x3s for construction for framing. I don't know why. No. Well, I mean, at least you're screwing it into stud on the top.
Well, we're going to be screwed in even.
Yeah, your course below is not going to have the benefit of that. So
Well, in that case, we can cut these in half and go here to here.
we could do that. Yeah, you
Yeah,
could do
we
that.
just screw here, like go
Yeah.
halfway down the board. And
So just cut them on center, right? So you have this from here to halfway there.
Or,
And
I
then
have an
there.
idea.
Okay.
I have an idea.
Joe has an idea.
Rather than cutting it on center,
Yes.
take these scrap pieces.
Okay. Oh,
Well, you don't
sister
have to-
them up so that you make your nailer wider.
Ah.
I like that.
And
a few
it'll
more
give it a
screws
bit of-
required, but not many.
Not many.
So we got 3-inch screws. We could probably.
And we
go
just
for
got to
2.
take a little bit off of that.
Yeah.
That'll probably add a little bit of more sturdiness to it as well.
Yep.
But then you don't really have to worry about being.
Yeah, being super
Super
precise
precise.
because that's.
And
what
you
the
also
engineer
don't
does.
have to worry about sending the screws in on an angle.
Hillbilly says,
Yes.
as it is, it'll fall apart. Cover in plywood for the win. We're gonna go with boards of cedar.
I mean, we could do plywood and then put the cedar on
We
top.
could, but do you know how much plywood?
Yeah, the
goes for
problem
right
is a
now?
sheet of plywood is like $58.
Yeah, something like that.
Send more money.
I got more
Yeah.
cedar at the house.
So what if we just did that?
Our computer, the streaming rig we're building, is going to be
We
primo.
just
We're
do
definitely
that.
cutting some corners
then
here because
you don't have to
lumber
worry about putting
is
the
super
screws in on
expensive. Can
angles.
we afford it? Yes,
Yeah.
but
All right,
it's the
grab
principle of the thing. We shouldn't have to pay that much for a sheet of plywood. Bullshit. Great shot of George's ass.
Can you grab me the other stuff?
Oh, we got a counter. This is nice.
Great idea, Joe. Great
Thank
idea.
you. It'll look cleaner. You don't have more
Yeah.
of the.
It only costs a couple screws. I think I brought my instrument.
It doesn't matter. You don't have to go all the way deep. Just a nail.
Let me switch
Don't
back
you
over here and
turn-
see if
don't
we've got
turn
any
me
new
on
advice
my-
here. Hillbilly's giving us some good solid advice. Appreciate that.
Thank you. Again, we're masons, but we're speculative.
Yeah.
We're damn sure ain't carpenters.
No, none of us have any real
No.
carpentry skill.
No. When I build shit, it looks like the Homer Simpson spice rack.
I
try,
my
though.
Workbench. My workbench turned out great. That was like the one.
You said a workbench though, Ken?
Oh, yeah.
Workbench?
For working on, like a workbench.
That's not what you said in Discord.
What did I say?
It was a
Come on,
smithing.
some
Oh,
up
it's a
here and give me
gunsmithing
some
bench.
screws.
Yeah, but like it's a generic workbench. I use it for other things, mostly for gunsmithing.
Come on, get me some screws.
I'll give you some.
Less talky, more worky.
I'll give you some screws.
Joe's getting mouthy.
Where are you seeing the comments?
I switched to.
Oh,
We actually don't need to monitor this because the levels are probably fine. So I'm going to switch to there, and now you can see it over there in the studio.
Need to be able to read.
So that's showing you where the stream is at, stream health, analytics, and then your comments.
This is some must-watch TV. Home Improvement has nothing.
Goddamn right.
This is a goddamn shit show. Is what this is.
No, it's going to be fine.
Hillbilly, whoever held up the board in the first place had the best idea then. Who's holding up the board? Maybe it was me.
That was Joe holding up the sister nailer, I think. I think that's what he's talking about. We'll go with that.
Even a broke ass clock is the right place.
Yeah.
Even a broke ass hoe.
I like it, Joe. I like it.
Right? This way.
Oh, I have to,
What's better?
I have to show our friends what George was going to cut all of this lumber with, had I not intervened, as I am wont to do. So this, brothers and others, is what Right Worshipful Brother George was going to cut these large pieces of cedar as well as these 2x3s with. This, my friends, is a jigsaw. It's not used for cutting frame.
How many of these?
So Worshipful Brother Ken, in his infinite wisdom, came to the rescue with his skill
Stop
saw.
being a naysayer.
Hey, somebody's got to talk to the listeners, okay?
So let's. We've got like a bunch of different lengths, right?
Yes. So these two in the middle are how your run is, right? Let's give this one a shot.
I think we're gonna have to cut these.
Stuff is like.
Yeah, either way, we're gonna have to cut. And then it's.
Ooh, that's pretty damn close, but it's only like a little. The only problem is, what are you gonna do? You're gonna block one little, you know what I mean?
Well, you got to figure out what you're going to do in the corners anyway. Like, is the cedar on this side going to go long?
I
Or
figured
is
like
this
one
one
side
gonna
would go lower than the other and just butt tied up against it. Right?
You could, so
Yeah.
then.
One end is going to go long. You just got to figure out which.
So then, well, based on the wood that we have, it's probably the side that's gonna go long.
Probably, yeah.
Right. But this is a huge gap over here. This is like a.
Alright, we'll see if you have one a little bit longer.
All we could do is take two different pieces.
Or you get a little,
Just-
Well, that's what
a
I'm
little
thinking. You
chunkier
cut it in
waste wood
half,
and throw that on
and
there.
your seam is in the middle here.
So, like for instance, if we could do.
That's true. We've got options now. So we got a nailer midway down.
Probably gonna have a couple.
So you're gonna, if you cut them all,
Chunks of insulation.
so 44.5 inches gets you to the center. And over here, it's almost 45 on the dot. Right, Ken? Is that that's pretty much 45 on the dot.
Yes.
42.
42. Harmony Lodge number 42.
42.
Great lodge. Great lodge.
Joshua Pankley. Hey, what's going on? We are building shit. That's what we do.
Yeah.
What did I say? It was 44.5, so that's going to be a half inch short.
Make sure when you draw your lines, you use the speed square because the speed square is one of
That's
the
89.
instruments of your implements of your profession.
83. So we're going to have a bunch of leftover wood if we use that center as a seam and cut that in half. So our options are, we only do the front.
Drink beer.
Or George has to go back and get more cedar.
I have more cedar in my house.
Yeah.
Or we get a couple more, or what is this thing high? 42 inches, did we say?
42 inches.
Something like that.
Get
yeah.
another 8-footer or 2x3 and put 2 more nailers in, and then you could actually stagger them rather than having all your seams lined
Hold
up.
up.
See, my preference is if we're going back for more framing, I would get 2x4s.
Well, yeah, that's fine.
Compromise.
All you need is
elsewhere.
one 8-footer.
Yeah. The fact that we framed this out of 2x3s and it's not on the ground yet is amazing.
See if Raph has a.
Stand by.
Does Raph
Stand
have
by.
an 8-foot 2x4?
Is Raph watching? I have some scrap 2x4s.
You could, but then where you might use up a lot of screws. Kenneth,
Yes.
what do you think of this contraption, Kenneth?
I do have a first aid kit ready. We're good. Thank you, Brother Lee.
Kenneth, we need your technical expertise.
Another 2 uprights in the front. Okay. What?
What do you need? What do you think of doing that?
What would the point of that be?
So then you
Nail
can
it.
have,
Screw this to this down there, that down there, and now you have a nail. Yeah, that's fine.
and then you can stagger some of the seams.
Yeah, I'd rather have to go for more screws than more lumber. And nailers are not structural, so if you gotta,
Fucking lumber's expensive.
and lumber's expensive.
But
More expensive than nails and
Discord
screws.
and our Patreon supporters.
Yes. We're still trying to be fiscally responsible. Spend the money like it is ours.
So again, these are not going to be weight bearing, so.
No.
Right. It's just for holding the cedar up, which is light. Somehow. I don't know how boards that dimension or that light, but
But yeah.
they are.
Do it. Do it. You got it? Yeah.
Do it on the bottom also. Good call there.
Oh my god, there's so much blood.
Yep, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to make a staggered nailer on either side of that central upright. And then doing it on the bottom. So we do have, we've got a cross member tying the bottom together.
Yeah, because you're not going to see it. We do need to take the.
It's a lot more sturdy than it was. It just takes a lot more 2x3s to make a frame like this sturdy. Here, I'll turn the camera a little bit. We're gonna do this properly here. There we go.
Oops. Can.
What?
Something?
Need help? What happened?
Nothing. You.
Fine. It's not quite flush here, so you're gonna have a little gap between your cedar and your core.
That's why we should have brought a hammer.
Not the 24-inch gauge.
No, we needed the 24-inch gauge when you forgot to bring the tape measure.
Oh my god, I saved him! I saved him! I
You
saved
saved
him!
me. You
That
almost.
thing was like in the
You
air.
were
rolling.
responsible.
I almost saved myself.
Also, it was his fault, but he also
You can't
saved
be
me.
at fault and then claim to save me at the same time.
Let's just. So now, I'm trying to think how we can do this. We'll have to obviously put it over there, but if we do.
That is some Frankenstein ass shit right there. Can you guys see that?
We're maximizing our.
Let's see.
Right, so then you cut a piece here,
Right.
and then we
We'll
just
wait
have
till
to cut
George
another
moves
piece.
his ass.
Put it over there.
Yeah, and then for the next one, go the opposite way.
Correct. Opposite of where you cut it.
Yeah.
Alright. So.
So we need another one over there.
Here, just move your butt for a second there, George. I want to show the audience our Frankenstein nailer there. Yeah. This is non-standard construction, so if we're live
There you
one
go.
day and everything collapses,
There you
you
go.
guys will
Here,
know
George,
why.
measure
Yeah.
it. Mark it.
There you go, conspiracy theorists. This is old time.
No, it's just a pen.
Yeah, this
It's
is our
only 10.
this is our first pass at taking over the world here.
Yeah, no, it's gonna fail. I think once we tie, oh sorry, Joe, I'm coming.
No, you're good, you're good.
Once we tie it in with all the costing, we'll get that like wobbly.
I'm seriously hoping so. Maybe we'll just retrofit some 2x4s in there when the price of freaking raw materials.
Well, again, we still got to
goes
put
up.
we got to put a bottom in this thing because we got to put the rig in there. the computer rig in there in the bottom. We gotta,
so it's gotta be.
we gotta put shelves for the soundboard and all that shit, or I just leave it up here in the corner.
I'm thinking what you do is you just
Get it structurally sound first, and we'll worry about what we got.
I think all you do is you
Yeah,
run
do
something
it.
right between the middle here, and you get like a 2x10 or something. There's your shelf.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It just has to be integral to the table, so that when you move it, you're not smashing. You know, the lodge wants to push it against the wall and make a bar when we're not using it. It's not smashing up our equipment. There's a method to all this. We thought this out. Digging that beat. Kind of like we get my hair cut over there.
Selitsky of Zaros. We are in a construction phase. Our Patreon and Discord have granted us enough money that we are building a new table or new countertop so that we can actually not look like a bunch of jamokes sitting at a fold-out Costco's picnic table.
Yep.
So that's what we're doing. That's why this point, because he said this episode is boring. You're welcome to check out our other ones, and they're not so, but enjoy yourself either way. But we haven't gone live in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And we wanted to show all of our fans and listeners why.
Progress thus far. Also, there's always the possibility of blood, right? So, if it bleeds, it leads. Problem is, we got to take the corian off to like screw the nailers in on the other side.
We're not going to put nails in it.
You got to put a screw in the bottom, right?
No, toenail it from the side.
You got to toe nail it.
Yeah, it's not load bearing.
Still got to be square.
Even square. It's soft cedar.
The fucking bar's got to be square. It's got to be good work, square work.
Like, oh, just going
Can this table have a spot for Holiday's picture to hang front and center?
Oh, 100%.
It's funny how you guys trash snake symbolism.
What?
What?
The hell does that mean?
trash what?
Snake symbolism.
There's no snake
I have a snake.
anywhere in Masonic symbolism at all. We don't trash it. It's just not part of a symbolic.
We have a flag on the wall of a snake,
Yeah, there's also
and I have a tattoo on my arm.
The only
Yeah,
time I've ever
so-
seen
Something
snake
Oh, the
symbolism
snake. We don't
is
trash the snake symbolism.
on
We got
the
some
hook
conspiracy
on my
theorists, jumping on them.
I don't know. I pissed off some people in a what do you call it? A Christian.
Oh, now they're hunting you?
Now they're hunting.
Yeah,
me,
well
so.
done, George.
Good thing. Good thing. That's all right. I challenge you to come back.
I mean, the other thing is, you are.
Yeah, I am.
I love it how Joe's doing all the work right now. We don't break.
Zelenskyers of Zaros. When we are not doing construction and doing an episode, I challenge you to come back.
Yeah.
Because I love a good debate. But not the way Joe debates, if you catch my drift on
I
that.
challenge you to never be seen again.
Oh.
How about that? Get your happy horse shit and go home.
They call me the angry one.
Nicely done, Joe. Nicely done.
Yeah, it'll work. Just another. All right, ready? So we gotta cut that. What you said? What was it? 44? What was it from there?
45 from that end.
He
You're
was-
going all the way over. Yeah, you're going over here, my bad.
He
Are we
who
gonna
is
go
not
long roll on
drinking
the
beer
front,
should be
though?
the one
So
operating.
the sides are tucked in, because if that's
You
the case,
can.
then I gotta add the width of this, which is
Now that we have the nailers, we have that option.
1 5/8. So if we go 1 5/8, waka waka.
I would go 67 even.
67.
If you wanted to go 67 and an eighth, you could. But
All right, 67.
Oh, he is a spider. That's why. Okay.
You said what?
And we're in his web.
I don't
Yes,
even know what the hell
I'm
that
very
means.
frightened. Very frightened.
Who is this?
The Zaros of whatever.
He's a spider, and we're in his web.
We're in his web currently.
Right.
Yes.
He spins a web of lies.
Yes, your web is a web of lies.
67, we said?
Yeah.
All right.
Spin a web of lies, Soros.
I don't even know what that means. That's all right.
Apparently, he believes that somehow
46 and a half and 45 and a half. That's good.
Right.
I can curse.
That's
on you,
probably
right?
correct, Joe Schultz. You guys take care of him. Yes, Saturn rules over restriction, sure.
I don't even know what the hell that means.
I don't know.
Yeah, Uranus will.
Schultz brothers.
You know
have
what, though?
at it.
It's fine. I've been pissing off enough people. It's finally time.
Uranus rules over.
Sorry, Zaros. Hope that didn't hurt your spider ears.
Yeah. How sensitive you are.
All right.
You like my laser guided skill saw?
It's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Oh, but
Come on.
Hang on. Oh, there's a screw that's
That's all right.
really fine. Flush here.
All right, so I'm thinking, put that up. Joe can screw. Ken can hold this so we can get the exact, so that this goes inside there. Nope.
That's going on the
Oh,
inside.
that's going
We
on
changed
the
the
inside.
design.
Change it up because I figure you're going to see front there.
Good.
Yep.
All right.
Do it.
Just flush hook all the way across the top there.
Pretty much.
Yep, I got it over here. We good.
All right.
How thick are these boards? Well, we got 3 inch screws.
Let's tack that in. Get the other one up before we send it.
Let's see what Spider Boy's got to say.
Spider Boy.
Let's see.
Spider Boy.
But I'm out of here. This noise is insufferable.
Like your voice.
Joseph
I thought you
Schultz.
said I'm okay.
Joseph Schultz
Spider.
says,
I thought
"Is
you said
Solis
I'm
of Zoros a Greek term for everlasting virgin?" It's fucking hilarious. Hillbilly, I appreciate the help, man. We're a bunch of freaking hacks and jarheads, and I like eating crayons, and yeah, so I appreciate the help. It is very helpful. Thank you. We are reading it as we go. Holiday, typical. They come and vomit cryptic BS and bail when people start to hone in on it. That's all right. Hey, Thomas Perkins. He says, good evening, brothers. Brother Thomas Perkins. Rising Virtue number 10. Bangor, Maine here. Enjoying the comedy.
Maine.
Way up north. What's up, brother?
What's going on,
do you
brother?
know Josh LaChance? Do you know brother Josh LaChance? Who?
That was the chance busted my ass right there.
Josh LaChance. I work with him. He's a brother up around. Actually, I'm sorry. I think he's in Portland, not Bangor.
I want to thank you guys for all tuning in for this little bullshit episode of us building stuff. But when you support us on Patreon and Discord, this is what it goes to. We make shit look prettier. Well, if you want to call this prettier, I mean,
What do you think?
It'll be fine.
I think it'll be good.
Yeah, a little bit of a split there, but you know what? That's natural.
It's all natural, man. It's all natural, man.
I want to put another screw in it.
Well, yeah. I mean, we will. Doesn't hurt. I just wanted to get it tacked up before we
Right.
sent anything home
Lights
to
are
make
all
sure.
right and everything. Wow,
So-
that's split. Ooh, shit.
That's split because I cut it.
Guys, yeah. What?
May I?
You
I
can't.
just want to show everybody what the top is going to look like. Unpolished. It hasn't been polished yet. But this is pretty much what the top of it's going to look like. And, all of this stuff, all of our techie stuff is going to be buried inside this. And we're also making this for the lodge so that when the lodge decides they're going to Oh, I forgot there's a little.
That's all
fluff
right.
right
In case
When the lodge decides that they need to use this room for our master mason agreements, we can take this, we can slide it against the wall, and this can be their little bar. So
Keep in
it's
mind,
got,
I'm not sending these all home.
it's got twofold
in
purpose
case
for
we
it.
gotta reconfigure something. You can always go back in time.
Oh God, I dare to even look at what the hell. Susan Kappas, Jesus, what have I been missing?
so much. very much.
Maybe now when you go to charge for cannons, you won't make it sound like there's an earthquake. That is exactly why we're doing this holiday. Believe it or not. All of our boom mics, I'm going to show you guys what we're up to. Again, one more time. Joe, love Joe's power tool, Susan Kappas.
And it never runs out of charge.
So if you look, this is the contraption of mess and wires and shit that we have. All these are going to be going away. The boom mics, the arm mics are going to be going away. And we're basically going to blow holes through the table. And we're going to have a stand mics that will be basically... This won't make that much noise when you bang on the table because we've had also guests that have been on the show. And when you're on that piece of shit little plastic Costco table, it makes a ton of racket when somebody's constantly banging on the table. So we're trying to improve sound quality, and that's pretty much what it's all
going
about.
long.
So that's going to have to be here.
No, the front's going long. The side's going.
Yeah, that's going flush.
This one's going flush?
That's going flush.
That's going flush. The front is going
So
to
it's
be
going to
angled.
hide.
Okay.
Because I figure you're going to hide the angle or the open on the side.
We're 26 and 5/8, boss.
I ain't no fucking boss.
I know. That's
I'm a boss. We're all fucked.
26 5/8.
Diminish the amount of weight on this.
There's no feel so good.
It's not all tied together yet.
You keep saying that.
Well, I mean, tying all that together is not going to. So we're putting wood on that side. That's what's going to keep it swaying this way. This is keeping it from swaying it this way.
Okay, we are putting wood on that side.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I would recommend
okay.
for now, we might want to tack something across here to keep it from going wonky on us. But that's just me. All right, so Ken, can you grab that other piece just to make sure we're still?
Let's see here. Let's see here. I'm going to keep
See if George actually cut it.
Thomas Perkins. What are you going to put in front? In the front drywall. Actually, no. I got this nice cedar planks from work, and thought it'd look nice and rustic. Kind of match the back wall. That what the hell? Squirrel Dingler's ginger. What the hell does that mean?
What about my thing, Mike?
I don't know. Holiday. Scrotal Dinger's ginger.
I know about Squirrel Digger's cat.
Yeah, Squirrel Dinger's cat.
Right.
Yep. Both alive and dead. It's a superposition of both.
So we got this cedar planking. It's gonna look nice once it's all tied in. May or may not do what? I did it. I fucked up again.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Talking to my friends.
They're not your friends. They pay you.
You fuck.
Boy, your friend
It's
is
the reverse of
Cover
high
your ears,
school.
folks.
Reverse of high school where you paid them.
Nope, all good.
because I've got 3 safety glasses.
Nope. I don't believe in safety glasses. I'm a man.
Okay. All right, Ken, let's put that
Man
back.
boy.
Let's see what we got.
Damn it, George, you're supposed to preface it with a question.
There we go.
Oh.
That's nice. Hold on, let me just,
Sorry. My bad. I'm half reading.
got some rough cuts, so I'd rather have this seam here. Nice.
Leave it to the leprechaun to say the punchline first. Yeah, all right. I fucked it up. All right. Screwed it up.
All right.
Yep. I'm going to hold this piece up while we put some screws on.
You can hold that on this way. I'll make sure this end is fine, and then once we get that end in, we'll make this one look. All right? Yep.
Ask. All right. Holiday wants me to ask you, Joe. If gingers don't have souls, yet Joe is a master mason, does he actually get to go to heaven?
Yeah. Who's going to escort the souls?
He said, "Who's going to escort the soap?" Well, according to the YouTube page that I've been on, and
If
you
all
guys,
dogs go to heaven, then gingers go to heaven too.
according to the Christian website that I've been on, where I got that last video from, none of us are going to heaven. Holiday says, "Oh, so you think you're the angel of death, huh?"
That's screwed in.
Hey, at least you're not a spider.
The side piece, which is fine. We just have to
We'll just tack it in.
Yeah, what the hell was that all about? Now I actually wish we were recording. Like, I would have tore his ass the fuck apart.
You never know when they're gonna strike.
I know, right? It's kind of shitty, though.
That's because they're cowards.
Isn't there a snake? There's a snake symbolism in Freemasonry, right?
No.
There
That's
isn't?
what I know of.
There is on the aprons, the infinity one.
The other one. Or whatever. So you're just gonna put another one in there? We could always chop this off here with the skill saw right up there. But why is that second? Oh, because this whole corner is not attached. That's why. Okay.
So I'm going to attach this corner.
Yep.
And then now, then
We can just cut this off straight, flush.
will he be able to do that? Or should I?
You could do it.
Let's do.
The extension cord,
Let's get this one.
Oh, yeah. Well, we got an extension cord, right?
that's still good.
And then we can pop that screw out. So you can mark.
Halfway through his Tide Pod high. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was all about. Like, nice recessed box in front with Holiday's pick. Yeah. Oh, we'll find somewhere to go that. Last time I checked, we never had the Inquisition. Yeah, I don't know what that dude's deal was earlier.
With it, or do you want me to take it out? And...
It's kind of
You know, if we
whatever. To each their own, I
put a
guess.
screw in here temporarily, it would hold the thing from shimmying one way or the other. And then we can just cut it off with the phone. That's a little better. See?
So then, want me to pop this one out and bring it up?
It is the camera angle. We're not using the fish lens because Ken only has one USB port. So that's why we're not using that.
No, it's not.
Hey, Ken,
Oh, yeah.
you know you have a USB port right here on the side, right?
That doesn't, it's for power only.
Oh, okay.
It's if you have like
Good afternoon, Daniel Valdez.
It's not for data.
Or is the short end for George? Nice. I knew that was going to fucking come. Yeah, no, you're looking at it. We're just doing a stream off of Ken's. What the hell is this piece of shit called?
What?
Surface?
The surface.
Surface, yeah. We're not using the fish lens camera. That's up there. It's not plugged in, so.
Also got a
Next time you guys will be able to see it from a little bit better of an angle, and you'll see. I know it looks like living shit right now, but I promise you it's going to look good when we're done. I was actually thinking about getting a blowtorch, too. This is actually Joe's idea. Getting a blowtorch and actually blowtorching the wood a little bit to give it that, like,
Yeah, give it a nice burnt finish.
burnt finish to
You
it.
can do that without setting fire.
It'll be fine.
That's better.
That's
And then when I pop this top one in,
It's just gonna be tough because there's a lot of screws. There's always the possibility that you hit one, but at least if you hit it with a drill bit, you know where it's going. A little better.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking, Dan. I got the blowtorch with the map gas at home. Bring it and just kind of torch it a little bit.
Move even me too.
Put a coat of poly over the top of this shit too. It would really pop it.
Yeah, you polish it and then a little better. Ish. Still too
I still haven't done this side too.
I know.
And you still got to go. It's wobbling actually down here.
wobbling this way too. And once we get,
Once we lock this one in,
you want to just pop it in and then
go for it.
this way we'll just cut it, we'll just pop it in and then, like it's a temporary fix.
I got a mic in my ass. All right, there we go. Shut up, Holiday. Man of little faith.
Healthy skepticism, right? There's nothing wrong with that.
Get out of your way. Oh, yeah, sorry.
I was trying to sure you square the table.
That's what I was doing. All right, we're good. Yep, we're good. Whoops. Boosh.
Keep attacking this screw now. Might have, but I'm thinking we're just tacking that side.
Screw there.
We're just tacking that side up for now. Try to add some stability.
What's going on? Not yet.
Oh,
It's getting there.
we can pop one over here too. We popped one side, but not the other. How do we do that?
It's got quite a bit of sway to it.
Oh, I'm pushing on it. That's why it's swaying. I was pushing on it to push the accordion over. That's what I was doing. Go.
That's pretty fucking rich.
Pretty top heavy.
Yeah.
It's all right. Let's do it again. Once we start doing the bottom, start working our way out.
I would recommend you put the next. Well,
Gregarious Thomas, I finally made it to the live. Gregarious, welcome. Welcome. You're actually not catching a podcast episode. This is us just building our new, whatever the hell this is, contraption for us to actually sit and look official rather than sitting at a freaking fold-out table. So, glad to have you here with us. I see George is supervising while non-Marines do the work. Oh, fuck that. I'm helping. I'm doing shit. I'm cutting stuff all screwed up, so.
it's getting there.
So,
It's getting there, but I think even if we do something temporary, I think we gotta brace it up.
brace the bottom then. Because if you brace it, because that's what we're actually wiggling, is the bottom.
I mean, once we get most of it done, as long as we got room inside to put some 2x4s all the way around
Yeah, well, more of them.
to kind of tie all.
Yeah,
this
I'm just
shit
worried
up.
about somebody coming up in here, either trying to move it or do something and collapsing it when we're not around. I didn't really send those home in case we had to move stuff. That's why they're
I
all
can
out.
just send it home.
Send them home. Hold on.
Alright, it's 2x3.
In my opinion, we do the bottom now. Because the bottom is what is the only part that's really moving.
You could do that, but then you have to make a cut lengthwise somewhere.
It's fine, we kill skips off.
Unless, I don't know how much.
Or we just put the brace the bottom for now. Put boards on there for now. Right? Because what time is it? Yeah, shit.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock, yeah. So we'll just put something on the bottom now, kill the live feed, and then we'll come back and tack it again. At least we'll know, right?
Do you think we should take?
So you're gonna have to
Put
have
it
one
this way.
strip though, George. unless these things are equidistant all the way up, right? Unless you've got a residual piece.
Well, I'm just putting this here for now, so that the bottom doesn't move.
Right, I got you. But you see what I'm saying? Like you're gonna have to cut a bunch lengthwise.
We're gonna have to cut on the bottom anyway. Either way, we're gonna have to cut it.
Right. But do you want to do it where it's visible, or do you want to do it along the baseboard?
Do it probably along the base. What I'm saying is just for
Oh,
now.
you're just tacking it in.
Just tacking it in now to
All right.
kind of
I'm game.
just for now. You picking up what I'm putting down?
Yeah.
I don't think Ken is.
Just to shore it up so nobody screws it up.
Yeah.
So when are we coming back? Because we're gonna have a room full of people Saturday night.
Now it's just swaying front and back. You see now it's not swaying side to side anymore.
Right. So now do we have? So we're tacking one of these on right here to keep it. Again, just to temporarily keep it, and that'll add some more stability side to side.
Mm-hmm. Hillbilly. See? Even Hillbilly agrees. He said, yes, run one on the bottom for strength. Put it on the inside if you want to be seen. Yeah, we're going to pull it back down. We're just shoring this up because it's getting late in the hour.
Senior warden is the pillar of strength.
Oops.
See, and that's gonna keep it.
Yeah. Like I said, once we start running them down the side, you know,
We're leaving the sides open. Well, that side we're.
that side doesn't have one. But see, look at this side. Again,
And
it's
honestly, you could probably
Better
still
over there.
put one on the bottom here, because if you're sitting up on a stool, you want your knees and feet to go through here. You could probably still put something.
Well, my
that
thought
way,
was even
right
do
around the
one,
bottom.
even underneath us, do one on the bottom on that side.
Yeah, because that's just going to
It's
shore
gonna
everything.
lock everything in.
That could be anything. That could be a 2x4 in the back or something.
See here. See what we got here before we shut down the feed here. This reminds me of wood shop in high school. Love it.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
Extra parts.
Sign it with the date when you're finished for posterity.
It's only going to last a week and a half, so I don't know about posterity. This thing's not going to have the
If
longevity.
you feel this side's wrong.
It'll be fine. We'll shore it up if we need to.
Let's see this one. This side doesn't move at all.
It still moves.
Nowhere like it did before.
Right, yeah.
That's only one board bracing it.
Yeah, and we've got options once we wrap it.
We have plenty of time. But
I like it. I mean, it's going to look nice. I like the look.
I'll let you guys see one more shot. Let's check it out. Let's see. Basically, it's going to look like this. Kind of see a little bit low. That's basically what it's going to look like pretty much all the way down. All the way around, wrapping the front. Get the Corey on top. I think I'm gonna pull that. We were talking about pulling that podcast logo down, and then putting it on the front, and then that'll be that.
Or plasma cutting some steel.
Yeah, if we
into
know
the
what
logo and then backlighting it. That.
Where the hell are the tools for that?
Yeah,
My brother's got a plasma cutter.
Get them on.
Something like that, you need like a CNC cutter though. For our logo is kind of ornate,
yeah.
difficult to cut.
I know somebody with a CNC machine.
Does it have a fucking laser cutter?
Not for metal.
Plasma cutter.
It's wood. Oh, maybe you can get like a wood one.
If you would,
Do wood.
you could.
a piece of plywood or something?
I think a backlit sign like that would be classic. I could do the backlighting with LEDs pretty simply.
What do you say, Buzz? We'll
Shut it down.
All right.
Thank you guys for
Thanks for
tuning in.
joining us. Nobody got hurt. Sorry.
We have,
Yeah,
This
sorry.
is actually
No
giving us a
blood.
lot of time. I got some topics and stuff to go over, and people to invite up, and we'll be back. I don't know, maybe another week or so. That's it.
Probably.
Sunday.
Week or so, we'll be back, and we'll be ready to start doing more episodes. So, but thanks you guys for tuning in. Catch you later.
Thanks so much.